On October 4th, 2025 in Fayetteville, Arkansas, just after 9 a.m., a state trooper was parked on Interstate 49 near exit 65 when a silver Jeep sped past at nearly 92 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. The trooper pulled out to intercept, but before the siren could even be activated, the driver abruptly swerved off the highway towards Stephen Carr Boulevard. What began as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated into a high-speed chase through city streets.
We'll be here southbound on 7.
As the Jeep came to a skidding stop, the driver fled on foot, disappearing behind a nearby building. The trooper quickly attended to the passenger, who was seriously injured but conscious. The suspect, later identified as Dustin Paulman, was tracked down by a K-9 unit and taken into custody. At the hospital, the passenger told investigators that she had begged Paulman to stop, but he refused, insisting he could escape. She had been held against her will the entire time. Further investigation revealed the Jeep had been stolen overnight, and Paulman had 2 active felony warrants, one for possession with intent to deliver, and another from the Prison Transfer Board, both subject to nationwide extradition. Ultimately, Dustin Paulman faced numerous charges, including felony fleeing, kidnapping, theft by receiving, and first-degree battery. On August 16, 2025 in Forest City, Arkansas, a routine late-night traffic stop for a minor windshield obstruction quickly turned dangerous. Colby Jamal Taylor, a convicted felon, was behind the wheel of a white Nissan Altima and had no intention of complying. The scent of marijuana was strong as troopers approached, but once backup arrived, Taylor rolled up his window and accelerated away.
Never heard of East on Broadway, turning back on Gorman. We're heading back towards Division. Adam Henry John, 92 Charles. Going east to Broadway. Going north on Division.
The pursuit ripped through neighborhood streets, the Altima hitting speeds of 60 miles per hour as it barreled through intersections and swerved across blocks. Troopers made repeated attempts to bring it to a stop. The initial tactical maneuver slowed Taylor down, but it wasn't sufficient to end the chase.
Again, he's still going. Second TVI, second TVI. TVI, second TVI.
Taylor jumped out of the still-moving Altima and attempted to escape on foot, but he didn't get far. Even after being tackled, he continued to resist, spitting at officers as they tried to gain control. A search of the vehicle and subsequent investigation revealed marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and a firearm Taylor was prohibited from possessing. He now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, drug possession, resisting arrest, obstructing law enforcement operations, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. On November 10, 2024, a Jackson County deputy moved in to pull over a Nissan Altima. Instead of stopping, the driver accelerated, kicking off a pursuit. What should have been a peaceful, sunny day in Jackson County suddenly transformed into a high-speed racetrack. The driver shoved the Nissan to its limits with a sudden burst of speed, likely surprising the deputy. But the advantage didn't last. Once the deputy dropped a gear and the cruiser leapt forward, it was essentially a hold my beer moment, and he was right back on the Nissan's bumper. The deputy made contact with the Altima, causing it to slam head-on into another vehicle, an outcome no officer ever wants to see. But with only seconds to react, there were no other options. The collision left the Nissan completely disabled, and within moments the driver was taken into custody. The pursuit ended abruptly right there.
Walk back to me. Walk back to me. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Drop the cigarette.
I'm trying to run you, sir.
Yeah, you were.
I promise I wasn't. My car was up. My dog hit the gear shift. And I tried to get over, and I slid.
I don't think I've ever heard a weaker excuse than this. But what do you think? Was this truly the worst reason someone's ever given for running from the police? Regardless, the woman was taken into custody without any further issues, officially bringing the pursuit to a close. On April 7, 2025, along Highway 167, what started as a Hampton police chase involving a white Ram pickup truck crossed into neighboring counties. Speeds rose, traffic grew heavier, and Arkansas State Police moved in to take command. As the pursuit pushed south into Union County, a trooper stepped in to assume primary control of the chase. The trooper closed the gap and didn't hesitate, performing a pit maneuver at roughly 80 miles per hour. It was yet another clear example of the skill Arkansas State Troopers are known for. With the pickup pushed off into the ditch, officers advanced, surrounding the truck and taking the driver into custody without any further trouble. The driver, identified as Katie McMahon, was taken into custody without any additional complications. Inside the pickup, officers discovered an open container of alcohol. McMahon declined to undergo sobriety testing and was later booked into the Calhoun County Detention Center on multiple charges. It was July 13th, 2024, in Palm Beach County, Florida, when a Florida Highway Patrol DUI enforcement unit clocked a gray Toyota Camry screaming down I-95 at nearly 100 miles per hour. Behind the wheel was Angelo Frederick Celestin, a driver with a revoked license and absolutely no intention of stopping. As the chase continued, Celestin darted off the exit ramp, blasting through a red light and briefly leaving the trooper behind, creating a bit of space on the roadway. But the Florida Highway Patrol is known for being among the fastest in the country, and it didn't take long before that gap disappeared. As traffic thickened, the pursuit entered an entirely new and far more dangerous phase.
Running. Vehicle continuing northbound on Congress. You're approaching Atlantic, correct? 10-4 driving northbound on Atlantic now. You are speed and weather condition and traffic condition, please. Traffic's light, road's dry. We'll be getting back on northbound 95.
With the suspect's vehicle already battered, the trooper realized it was now or never. Even with traffic filling the roadway, he aligned his unit and went for it, preparing for the pit maneuver that could finally put an end to the pursuit.
Alright, be with one of the fence. Doing a flying stop. Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle! Put with your hands in the air! Okay, anyone in the vehicle with you? Alright, exit out this side! Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle! Jump over, let's go!
For medical clearance before being booked into the Palm Beach County Jail. He now faces charges of felony fleeing, reckless driving, hit and run, and driving with a suspended license. From the interstate to city streets at 125 miles per hour, his frantic attempt to escape ended exactly as it was bound to: crashed, captured, and locked up. It was April 12th, 2025, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. What started as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated when a driver took off westbound on 2nd Avenue, pulling an officer into a dangerous pursuit. As the chase ripped through the city, the suspect charged straight toward the railroad tracks near Pitts Road.
Westbound, Beartooth repulses. 10-4. We're going to be a white Dodge Charger. E20 from here, I'm secondary. Let my boss know we got their car. 10-4. Speed of approximately 75 close to Hudson.
The trooper forced the suspect off the roadway and straight into the trees, completely destroying him. Once again proving why running from Arkansas State Troopers never ends well. Inside the wreck, officers found guns and drugs, turning what began as a routine traffic stop into something far more serious. A light corporal was injured, but the suspect was taken into custody. Another pursuit over, and another reminder of the very real dangers that can be hiding behind even the most ordinary traffic stops. In Littleton, Colorado, on September 4th, 2024, deputies responded late at night to a burglary in progress at a salvage yard. When they approached, the suspect, driving a stolen Toyota Tundra, opted for aggression instead of compliance, striking a deputy's patrol vehicle in a desperate attempt to get away.
5832 exiting Bellevue.
Exiting Bellevue, 305.
5 David 32, they just lost the trailer. It is blocking the exit to Bellevue. Speeds about 75 light traffic. Speeds of 83, still riding on the wheel.
Speeds of 83, riding on the wheel, 309.
Do you want to get your car up here?
David 32, speeds of 70, and they're firing shots, I believe.
As the pursuit continued, the suspect fired shots at deputies and Englewood officers, the sound of gunfire cutting through the night while the stolen truck careened recklessly through neighborhood streets. With each passing mile, the threat intensified, but deputies pressed on, determined to end the chase before anyone else was harmed.
You got something up there? We're working on right on the security. The car pushed out, I think, south, right?
The pursuit ended violently near Village Greens Park in Greenwood Village when Zeiler lost control and crashed. Deputies quickly moved in, taking him into custody before he could flee again. One deputy was treated at a hospital after being struck during the ramming, but was later released and is expected to make a full recovery. Zeiler now faces multiple serious charges, including attempted murder of a peace officer, motor vehicle theft, burglary, and more. Meanwhile, investigators are still searching for two potential accomplices who remain at large. It was April 7th, 2025, when a silver Nissan Altima with a cracked windshield caught the attention of an Arkansas state trooper near Highway 7. What should have been a routine traffic stop quickly spiraled into a dangerous pursuit along narrow back roads.
Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off.
The Nissan drifted across the center line and then took off the moment the trooper stepped out of his cruiser, blasting down Morningstar Road at dangerously high speeds.
Still headed toward 335 Morningstar Road. Speeds about. Drew, you got me? We're approaching 335. We are going northbound on 335 toward Highway 7.
drive, if you can get on top of it, try to go in TBI and then you get in a good spot. Okay, he's trying to flip around northbound, flip around southbound, flip around southbound. TBI, TBI, TBI. Get back here!
The driver, later identified as Kareem Malik Bolton, bailed out and ran. But after barely 150 yards, he was caught and taken down without further incident. Inside the vehicle and scattered along the pursuit path, officers recovered marijuana, opened bottles of whiskey, and nearly $2,000 in cash. Bolton was booked on multiple felony charges, including fleeing in a motor vehicle, possession with intent to deliver, tampering with evidence, and more. In Oklahoma City on August 18, 2025, a routine traffic stop unraveled into chaos when 62-year-old Donald Ray refused to pull over for failing to signal. What started on quiet residential streets was about to turn into a dangerous chase, cutting through yards, sidewalks, and neighborhoods fast asleep.
230 managing. Recharge 70 near along West Street.
TBI. Okay, he's taking back off. We're gonna go back into the neighborhood. Southbound, Rockford. Pick up speed, still in traffic. Westbound.
Charger.
Charger right now, westbound, coming up the highway.
That is number 30 unit. Air 1.
Ray blew through stop signs, pushing 65 miles per hour down tight residential streets, even cutting across front lawns in a desperate bid to escape. An initial tactical maneuver sent him spinning into a parked car, but instead of surrendering, he kept going, driving even more recklessly as he tore through the neighborhood.
Come up to Lodge. Few days around.
Another TBI.
Only after crashing into a fence behind a local credit union did the pursuit finally come to a stop. Officers moved in, stepped out of their cruisers, and took the suspect into custody without further incident.
Driver, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Out of the car, hands up! Walk backwards towards that side of my car, now!
While no firearm was recovered, methamphetamine was found in Ray's pocket, effectively sealing the case against him. Ray was booked into the Oklahoma County Jail facing a long list of charges, including felony eluding, reckless driving, drug possession, and more. Records also show this wasn't his first encounter with the justice system. Back in 2016, Ray was convicted of bringing contraband into a jail. In Hillsborough County, Florida, on January 5, 2025, an FHP trooper spotted an Acura SUV screaming down I-75 at 110 miles per hour. Behind the wheel was 20-year-old Sunai McCants, and he had no intention of stopping. The moment the lights came on, McCants smashed the gas, pushing speeds past 140 miles per hour while weaving recklessly through traffic. The pursuit spilled off the interstate and onto Big Bend Road, with the trooper locked in tight behind the speeding SUV. The suspect didn't realize it yet, but he was about to learn the hard way why you never run from the Florida Highway Patrol. This trooper demonstrated exactly how it's done and how suspects are brought to justice. McCants was arrested and charged with aggravated fleeing, grand theft auto, and driving with a suspended license. His passenger, 19-year-old Javon Williams, was also charged with grand theft auto. Both were booked into the Hillsborough County Jail. From 140 miles per hour on the interstate to a clean, decisive PIT on dark county roads, this pursuit once again proved why Florida troopers are considered some of the fastest and most relentless in the country. In Marinette County, Wisconsin, on August 29, 2025, a statewide crime alert went out in the early morning hours. Police were on the lookout for a white 2007 Hindi that had been stolen from the scene of a homicide in Dane County. Agencies across Wisconsin were put on high alert, instructed to locate the vehicle, identify anyone inside, and immediately notify investigators. Just a few hours later, that same stolen SUV was spotted hundreds of miles away in Marinette. Around 9 a.m., a Marinette officer located the vehicle and attempted a traffic stop. The driver refused to pull over, triggering a high-speed pursuit through the city. As the pursuit pushes farther north along Highway 41, the sheriff lays out spike strips. The driver veers sharply to dodge them, then loses control, sending the vehicle tumbling into a roadside ditch. Officers cautiously move in on the crashed vehicle, but tensions rise almost immediately. The suspect, identified as 23-year-old Andrew Lloyd Colomer, emerges from the flipped SUV holding a bladed weapon. Disregarding repeated orders, he advances straight toward the officers.
Don't move. Don't move! Drop the knife! Put it down now! Drop the knife! Put it down now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Two Marinette officers fire their weapons to protect themselves and one another. The suspect falls to the ground, and officers quickly begin providing medical assistance. Colmore was taken to a nearby hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. No officers sustained injuries during the incident. Authorities confirmed the vehicle he was driving was the same one stolen from the homicide scene in Dane County.